you guys got 3 on the power play tonight. Was working well on the out there for you. Yeah, again, you guys got 3.
Yeah, that was a big focus going into the night's game. Just keep it simple and get pucks on net. And I think we did a good job of being patient, waiting for seams to open up, and being opportunistic when the scoring chances came.
Coming off of last night's shutout win, what do you guys think would happen tonight?
We knew it would be a tougher game. Like, obviously, they have a lot of pride, and beating the team the second time is always harder than the first. So our mindset was the same as last night going in. Just stick to the game plan, and we'll have success from that.
Nolan, what did you see on your first goal? Obviously, a nice pass from your brother. Anything in particular that you saw open up on that?
We just been working on reading off each other. I saw him coming down the board, so I left it for him, and then I just tried to beat my guy to the net, and he made a good move on his guy to get loose, and he just fed it to me and squeaked through the goalie's arm.
Were you guys expecting a more physical game tonight? I know it's how UMass usually likes to play. It wasn't as much last night. Were you expecting it to be kind of as chippy as it was tonight?
Yeah, every time we play that team, it's a good rivalry, so there's a lot of physical play out there. So we were ready for that and expecting that, and it was pretty much what we expected.
All right, thanks, Nolan. Coach, thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, obviously pleased with the 2 points in the league standings. It allows us to climb up another spot in the standings, and with some of the other games how they finished today, I think we're now in 6th spot, and we control our own destiny with 4 games left if we continue to win. I didn't think we had the same mentality or mindset that we had going into the game yesterday. I thought we cheated a little bit, thinking it was going to be a little bit easier than what it is. And in this league, every opponent you play is good, and you can't look at records. And last night's game was a 5-0 win, and I think we thought it was going to be a little bit easier, and particularly when we went up 2-0 early. Then I thought we got out of our details and habits. I thought suffered a little bit, and a lot of high turnovers, and not back checking and back pressuring as hard as we usually do. And then we got back at it and had got the 5-on-3 goal. I thought our power play was excellent. I thought our penalty killing was excellent today. Our special teams, did the job for us. They won the game for us here tonight, and that's what you need to have down the stretch. One of the players said coming in to the locker room after the game, "Hey, not pretty. We found a way to win," and that's what it amounts to. We got 2 points, and in this league, 2 points are hard to come by, particularly this time of the season. So, we'll learn from it, but it's 2 quality big points and a sweep of our 4th team in a row in Hockey East. So, when we put it all together, obviously we'll take it and now get ready for UConn, who's a very good hockey club, and playing them Friday night, and obviously 2-game series. So, we're measured by wins, and that's what we got was a win here tonight and a sweep, and that's a good thing. And we got to get better though. We need to shore up some things and get better each and every weekend.
So that would be Paul Mountfit. Did you say anything to the players about trying to dial that back at all?
I said it to them before the game started, so that's how effective I was in their. Either they don't listen well, or I don't articulate well enough. And there weren't many last night, and we're the second least penalized team in the league. So we don't take many penalties, but we do take a lot of, or we have taken some, hooking penalties. And tonight was a prime example. Our sticks got vertical about 3 times. There was a few hooking penalties out there, and those are the penalties that, from either lazy penalties, because you just got to keep moving your feet. And we just, the referee saw the penalties. I saw a couple of them differently than they did, but it doesn't matter. They're wearing the stripes, and we just got to be smarter in certain situations.
Coach, power play in the second half of the year is one of the best, I think, in the country percentage-wise. Is there anything that changed from the first half of the year, second, the adjustments you guys made, or just starting to find the back of the net?
Well, I think we got 2 power play units that are moving the puck really well, and they both have confidence. And so we have sets that we run, but they'll work off of a set. And our guys are patient enough now just to move it and find the opening. And then if a team, depending on how they break it, how they try to break us down, we're fluid enough to find the open guy, and there's, off of each set, there's 3 or 4 different options. And, if they shut down 2 of them, we've identified it quick enough to find, and processed it quick enough to find the open opportunity. And I thought we had some real good looks there at the power play today. A couple if we can hit the net a little bit more in the power play, in that slot area, I think we get more goals just by getting shots on net and creating some rebounds for ourselves. So I thought that was good. I thought our PK was very good too, 0 for 6. And, again, they're a skilled they've got skilled forwards and defensemen that, their power play was clicking at about 20%. And, they went 0 for 6 today. And some, towards the end of the third period, there was some critical times where we're up 3-2 that, they scored in the power play. Now you're in you're a 3-3 game. So I like the way our penalty killing did a good job. Both of us said special teams were really good this weekend.
You mentioned the mentality of the game, and do you hope this game's kind of maybe a wake-up call for the last 2 weeks? Because I know record-wise the teams are as high as the teams at the beginning of the year, but like you said, hockey's games anyone can win. Do you hope tonight, a tough game, physical game like that, do you hope it's a little bit of a wake-up call for the last 2 weeks? Yeah,
our guys have been pretty good, all year long, because we were that team at the bottom. I mean, there was no one below us. We were it. So we've had to climb each weekend with a mentality and mindset that, that was going to serve us well in terms of winning. And we've done that right up and through, through today for 2 periods. So, hey, we'll learn from it. We've got a bunch of, they're 18 to 23-year-olds. They'll try to take advantage where they think that, opportunities might exist when they went up 2-0, thinking that it was going to be a 5-0 game. UMass, credit to them, they skated, they pressured us today, and they part of why we turned the puck over is because they came at us and pressured us a lot more. So, yeah, we'll learn. There's a veteran group in there that understands that, hey, how we won today wasn't pretty, but what we need to do for the, for next weekend is play a little bit better and get back to our identity a little bit more.
Stevens brothers and Asper's, they did line just in general, but it seems like they reached a new level. Is that just the result of the ongoing play they're doing, or?
Yeah, no, I think they read off each other well. I think Nolan, said it the best, in that they're smart players. They got good puck skills, and they move their feet, and they get to open ice, and they read off each other really well. And, Johnny's, the cog in the middle there, and he distributes really well. The other 2 are shooters, Nolan and Zach, and Johnny's fine with that. And he's distributing it. I think I'd like to see him shoot it a little bit more, but they just read off each other really well, and they're heavy on pucks, so they retrieve pucks really well. They're when the puck's in the offensive zone, and it's shot wide, one of the 3 of them is coming up with us. So we're getting a lot of offensive zone time. They're getting a lot of it because of the way they retrieve pucks, and they're heavy on pucks.